over 1,000-yard running back. What about the pass catching ability?
Man, just Coach Cohen believing in me to be a pass catcher out the backfield. My running back coach believing in me, just give me the ability to be multi-dimensional, not just being a runner, just being able to catch the ball, block for my quarterback, and just yards after catch, do what I got to do to put us in positions to win. And if that's running or catching the ball, that's what it's got to be.
Is that a conversation? I'm sorry. Is that a conversation y'all had when you got here? Did you do that?
No, I mean, me and Dev talked about it a lot. I think I wouldn't be here if they didn't know the type of player I was. I think they knew that I can catch. They knew I could do some things out the backfield. I kind of showed that throughout my career. Just them believing in me and just putting plays in to give me the ball, throwing it wise.
That play was wild. Did you think the other side of the field was going to open up when you cut back?
Yeah, I mean, I saw the whole flow of the defense. I saw them kind of over pursuing. Once I cut back, I saw Tavion kind of giving me his hand, so I knew that the whole outside was free. And it was about just him picking up that last straggler. And then what our strength coach is kind of teaching us high knees and driving. Not breaking stride and just staying through the whole time. So I was just about trying to get to the end zone, not focusing if somebody was trailing me or not.
How do you follow up? When you're scrambling like that, just to try to get over for the way you extended that play, what did that do for you in terms of just trying to get there to, just so you get the ball to?
For sure. I mean, me and Dev talked about that. We talked about it actually the first day we moved in. We sat in my car and we always just talking about, hey, if there's some little plays it breaks down, just try to be somewhere in that void where I can just get it to you. We showed that kind of in week 1 when I had the cut block, got back up, and he found me. And I kind of showed today, he was able to evade a sack and he was able to make some things happen and be dimensional in what he could do. And he was able to find me, and it was about just doing what I can do after the play.
What were you supposed to be doing on that play?
Blocking. Which I did. I blocked, and then I thought he had got sacked, so I turned around and I saw that he was able to get out of it, so I was able to catch it.
Where do these plays rank in your personal file of, oh my gosh?
I mean, that one's definitely up there. I would have to say 2019, if somebody does find it in the archives, bowl game, I took a screen about 50 yards and cut it all the way backfield. So that was definitely a highlight of my career, but I think that one might trump over that one for sure.
What are your emotions going to be like this week?
This game is not Ray Davis versus Vanderbilt. It's Kentucky football versus Vanderbilt football. That's all that matters. When the last whistle, I think that my emotions have come out, but I can't go in there thinking that I'm going to just be this rah-rah guy and it's all about me. I mean, that's never good. It's about just going there and trying to get the W and do what I can for the team, whether that's running the ball, whether that's catching, or whether that's blocking. It's about just going out there and getting the W. And after the game, whether we win or lose, I think then my emotions will show.
Was it on your mind when you transferred that you knew you'd have to play those guys that you're so close with?
No, I mean, when I went into the portal, I had a lot of options. I was looking at going to a lot of different places that can best put me in the best position to win and be successful. When I eventually committed to Kentucky and I saw on the schedule, I definitely had it marked for sure. But the only time I really looked at it was this upcoming weekend.
I'll make sure I heard you right. You said you and Devin were sitting in your car talking about your car or his car?
Yeah, my car. We're sitting in my car and we was just talking about, hey, if there's any little things, pocket breaks down, just be there. And I told him I'd be there for him.
How long had you all been on campus?
We moved in January, something like that. So I think that was about January. And now it kind of showed during the season.
Ray, not only you, but all the backs did a good job running the football. What was working for you all in the run game, backs?
Our coach kind of just, preached about getting vertical, senior reason, getting vertical. Unfortunately, I had some runs last week where I didn't get vertical. I called some holding calls, so we were just preaching that. Get vertical, get the tough yards that you need to. Eventually, something big will break, and you saw that I was able to break it. I mean, you saw Demi had a really good couple runs that ended up getting him the touchdown. So it's about just being confident and staying poised.
When you broke free on that long where you cut back after you sack, does it feel like it's going by really quickly, or does it feel like it's dragging on forever?
Shout out to my guys, DeKel and AB. Those guys are blocking downfield, 20 yards downfield. They stayed on their blocks, and they were the reason why I scored. If those guys didn't block, I don't think I would have made it all the way through. But in the game, things are going fast. You just got to make cuts and make them sharp, and you got to live with it. Whether it's a bad cut or it's a good cut, as long as you stay vertical, you're getting positive yards. That's all that matters.
Unsportsmanlike for that.
I had to. I had to show off my athleticism a little bit. I did a little gymnastics back in the day, so I got a couple somersaults to me.
Ray, do you feel any more pressure in your role here at Kentucky versus Vanderbilt?
Not really. I think I have. I mean, in both programs, I had some really good playmakers. You know, I had some really good receivers, had some really good quarterbacks, and even vice versa here. You know, I got a really good quarterback. I got some real good receivers. So I think the pressure is taken off me. You know, if the pressure, if there was any pressure, I think you know, it'd be for Coach Cohen to try to get all the playmakers the ball, and I think he's been doing that really well. And we've been able to gel, and we've been able to face adversity when things weren't going well. We've been able to bounce back. So you know, I think there's no pressure.
Obviously, one play that you made when you, like you said, Davion said, you come on, you know. But in addition to that, coaches emphasize blocking, receivers blocking. How you think y'all are doing as a group?
I think our receivers are doing really well. I think they're doing it tremendously, you know, route running and blocking down the field. You know, we got to be able to do it for them in the pass protection and make sure that Dez has a clean pocket to deliver the ball, and they're being able to block for us on some big runs, and that showed today. You know, I think it's going to continue to show. Those guys are not selfish at all. Those guys want to see us win. Barryon, Dane, Tavion, you know, whatever that does, whatever it's in catching the ball, whether it's in blocking. So, you know, I'm proud to be on this team with these guys, and I'm proud to play with a tremendous guys.
What did Coach Stoops and Coach Cullen say to you all? Because they were kind of short answered. They're not happy with still 2 weeks in, and it feels like each week there are more question marks than there were the week before.
Yeah, I mean, we got a really good special team. We got some really good playmakers, and you know, obviously, you know, we don't want to be satisfied with that. I think we left some meat out there on the bone for sure. I think we left some points on the scoreboard. So, you know, it's about just getting back and clocking in and watching this tape, and then just getting ready for next week. And you know, obviously, I agree with everything that they've been saying. You know, that's not acceptable. I think we hold ourselves to very high expectations, and we gotta just play like it. We haven't been playing like we need to be playing.
Ray, was there something in particular you wanted to improve about yourself on the transfer, whether it's to outsiders, scouts, whatever?
Yeah, I think when I got here, I kind of said it in interviews. You know, I'm not Benny, I'm not C-Rod, I'm not gonna break 1,000 tackles. I'm not gonna get those extra 5 to 6, 7 yards. It's just not me. You know, I'm gonna go out there and play my game, and I'm gonna be me. And I think I want to show that to the world. And I think I kind of said it earlier too. It's just about earning my respect. You know, keyword is to earn my respect. You know, nothing's ever gonna be given to me. And I got to keep having games like that to earn it and put myself in the conversation of being one of the top running backs in the nation or in the country. Right now, I'm not there personally. I don't feel like I'm there yet, and I think I have a lot to do. I'm not perfect, but I'm evolving. I'm getting 1% better every day, and I got to continue to you know, do what I need to do myself. And I think that'll continue to show as time goes on.
What would you describe about yourself? What would you describe yourself as? Like if you said you're not Benny or C-Rod?
You know, I'll just say versatile. You know, being very dimensional, having the ability to do a lot of different things and line up in a lot of different positions. I think I bring a lot to the game. I think, in my opinion, what separates me from a lot of backs in the country is I have some really good vision. I have a really good IQ of the game. I've learned the game. I've studied it tape after tape. I think anybody in our running back room, anybody on this team could vouch that I'm in that film room a lot. You know, I'm watching plays. I'm studying what I got to do. So just being who I am and just sticking to my game and trying to elevate and put myself again in that conversation of being one of those top running backs at the end of the season. And you know, hopefully people notice that.